We are still in Central Region, but we have found ourselves in an interesting place. But before we mention the name, watch the video. Castle.
It was a condemned cell. No food, no water.
Hey, nothing.
No air.
This is actually TV free. Hey.
So if you don't allow them to rape you, they'll bring you here.
Yeah, rape. If you resist rape. They examined what they had excavated. It was decomposed human waste.
They were worshipping God.
Yeah, they worship.
And they were benefiting people.
They practice Christianity right now.
They don't see anything wrong with that.
Yes, Charlie. So guys, we did Cape Coast Castle and a lot of stories did this place. But as we come Central Region there, if we come here,
I mean, we tell people, see, this time everywhere, every corner, we go there. Everywhere you want us to go, we'll be there.
We'll be there.
So today we are at the Cape Coast
Castle. Yes.
We'll be exploring. We'll be showing people what our great came to pass through. So follow us and let's have a quick one.
Let's enter the booth.
So we are about to start our tour in the Cape Coast Castle, and so we are here with our tour guide,
Kojo Kielson.
Okay, so Kojo will take us through everything we are coming to do here in the castle. So just stay tuned and follow us.
The first Anglican church established on our soil was right here. So the British used to worship here. The church now a library. It became a library just about 25 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so for now the local kids come to study.
Okay.
There. Okay. But during the slave trade, no, it was a chapel. And just under this church, the male dungeon.
Wow.
So the male Africans were down in the dungeon. Christianity was practiced right up here.
So it was for only the British?
It was the British. They were the only ones who were worshipping over here, whilst the Africans were down in the dungeon.
I see some male slave dungeon, then magazine. I had a printing press and I said,
the magazine, that was the armory. So that's where they were storing the gunpowder, the guns.
So why magazine?
Yeah, it means an armory.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's different from the paper magazine. So you can still smell, the gunpowder.
Okay. So what is this?
These are the cannonballs.
Hey, so they carry it. Where do they carry it to?
This is what they were using to protect the place. These were like the bombs they were using back in those days to fight off enemies in ships who will be coming to attack the place.
This one, like 5 people who carry this one.
Yeah. They vary in sizes. So you can see small ones, big ones, and they are very heavy, all made of cast iron.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's some bottle there. Why? What do they do here too?
Oh, this is new. So let's see the male dungeon. The dungeon divided into chambers, 5 of them. So there's the first chamber. Each chamber could hold between 150, maximum 200.
200 people here.
200 men. Let's see the space where they could hold. So as many as 200 enslaved Africans held in here. Yeah, chained. Shackled. Yeah.
They're all chained.
They were chained. So this is where the dungeon is where they were holding the Africans for the ships to come.
Oh, okay.
So whilst in here, those who fight for their freedom, they were taken out and killed in that cell just to put fear in the others.
Oh, okay.
So whilst in here, if you try to fight for their freedom, try to escape, if they see you are rebellious, then you are taken out and killed in that cell.
So what are these holes we see here?
This drain, it was created for the urine to run through. They were defecating here.
250 people defecating
They
here.
were defecating here. So
after defecating, they still live here.
they stayed in the waste. So the toilet, urine, everything was done in here.
No cleaning, nothing. Nobody comes here to do anything. They are just here by themselves.
They were here. They were here for between 2 weeks to 3 months.
So if you come here 2 weeks to 3 months.
Yeah, that was the time range before the ships. Yeah.
They can eat.
They were fed. They were given food twice a day, but it was just something to keep them alive. Many a time they eat from the palm. So you can imagine, just
so 2 times.
Twice, morning, evening. That is it.
So who comes in to feed them?
They were using some of the enslaved Africans to feed the others.
Those
So
people
they'll
were
call
free.
you outside.
Yeah, they were using some of them. While I was in here, there were some who were from time to time taken out, used to work for cleaning and all that.
Same African people.
Yeah. So some were also used to cook
They were
for the
being
others.
paid. Were they being paid?
They were not being paid.
Nothing.
These were people they were enslaving, using them as forced labor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what is this for place?
The demarcation.
So the floor, we see the floor is bricks.
Yeah.
That's because an excavation has been done. In the 1970s, a group of archaeologists came here to do some works. When they moved in here, the floor was covered with what looked like compressed soil. So they excavated the floor, revealing the bricks. They examined what they had excavated. It was decomposed human waste. So the feces, the food waste of the Africans, with time, it piled up, covering the bricks. That is what had decayed into what they excavated. So they left a small part here. We can walk closer. So over here, you don't see the bricks. Yeah, this is all decomposed human waste. So this part was left untouched so that when visitors come, they could see for themselves.
So this is what here actually look like.
Yeah, this is it looks like compressed soil, but it is decomposed feces. The cries, the moans, whatever noise, they could hear it.
So there was a church on top of
Yeah,
this.
just above this was the Anglican church.
They were worshipping God.
Yeah, they worship.
And they were motivating people.
They practice Christianity right
They don't
above.
see anything wrong with that.
They saw nothing wrong with it. It's a very big slave castle. They could have built the church,
Anyway.
but they chose to have it right above. Yeah. And this is not something that is peculiar to this slave castle only. In many of these other slave castles and forts, the churches somehow were on top of the Africans, either above it. No one really, I mean, it doesn't make sense.
He's not a wife.
But you know, one thing, they refer to the Africans here as commodities or goods. So to the British or the Europeans, the dungeons were like storerooms where they were keeping their goods for the ships to come. So they did not regard them as humans in the first place. There's a shrine in this dungeon. So let us walk and see.
A shrine.
Yeah, there is a shrine.
Take me there.
I go. All right. So we can walk in. The shrine is here because of its connection to the land. So the history of the town, long before these Europeans came, the ancestors had the shrine on the land. The land was a sacred ground.
This land.
Yeah. But the Europeans came and occupied the place, preventing the Africans from having access. But after our independence, the locals wanted the shrine back to its original home, the land.
Oh, okay.
But for that to happen, the government had to break down the castle, but that was not going to happen. So this space was given out for the locals to build it. So it is here because of its connection to the land. Our ancestors believed and practiced long before Christianity and Islam and all that was introduced. We believe in the spirit and the deities.
This place has a very huge vegetation.
Yeah. It was an observatory where soldiers could be observing the Africans being held in here.
What's there?
The corner there, it's an extension of this space. There's no door or exit out, just an extension. Now the men in the dungeons who were fighting for their freedom, they were beaten and then put in here, locked in here. It was a condemned cell, no food, no water,
Nothing.
no air. So the African stays until he dies. The idea was to kill the male captive, but they want him to die slowly, painfully. Just use him to set an example to the others.
They really suffer.
Yeah. In those days, no lights, no electricity in here. And there were 3 doors fixed at the entrance. So the African is beaten, put in here, and then all 3 doors are closed. No food,
Nothing.
no water, no air. So they take him out there, that was it.
So they bring them here, no food, no water, nothing.
No air. The
No
idea
one checks up on them, nothing.
they just want to kill the person. So when they are coming in, the expectation is they are coming in to take a dead body out.
But
Yeah.
for what reason? You didn't bring them here.
Those who are fighting for their freedom, the men who, tried to escape, those who tried to organize the others to rebel. So these were freedom fighters.
So the brave people who were able to fight it.
Exactly. They killed them here to put fear in the others.
This is serious. I'm TV free. Hey, Charlie, they really go through them. They really go through them.
So you can imagine being here for even 1 hour. We've been here for like 2-3 minutes.
Guys, this is very sad. I did here 2 minutes left. They see how I sweat. See. Then imagine somebody just stay here, sow. Till you die. Then they will take you out.
Yeah.
So what do they dispose you into the sea?
The sea. The dead body thrown into the sea.
We can see some reef.
Yeah. These are brought by visitors, mostly our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, the African American, Jamaicans. When they visit, some of them bring these along to remember, to pay homage to the ancestors, the enslaved Africans who died, and those who survived the forced journey across the Atlantic. So all here to put fear. All here to remember the others.
We're out of the main dungeon then, Charlie. I was crying, bro. I was crying. It's very sad. But Mr. Kujo, I see some door there. I see some door at the far end. What is there?
Yeah, that's the door of no return.
Door of no return?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
can we go there?
Let's
return?
walk.
Who return?
It's optional. If you want to come. We saw the male cell.
Yeah.
So there's a female punishment cell. The women who were also fighting for their freedom. The women who resist rape by these British officers. They were beaten.
So if you don't allow them
locked
to
in
rape you,
here.
they'll bring you here?
Yeah, rape. If you resist rape,
How, bro?
you are beaten and then you are locked in here. They starve the woman. They try to break her spirit. The idea is if we continuously starve her for some days, the next time she'll be submissive.
Don't they have wives?
They were not coming with their wives and kids. They were here to make money.
Okay.
They had no time for family and all that. And also the weather and everything is different back home. The malaria was a problem. So it was just men. Yeah, so hardly were they coming with their women. So that is why they were raping.
So when you allow yourself and then they sleep with you, they free you.
No.
They still keep you.
Yeah, the woman, what they do is they rape the woman and then she is held in a dungeon. They bring her back.
So the people, they were pregnant here also?
Yeah, that happened. Some women got pregnant.
They don't
Give
pull
birth.
out.
There were cases of women who got pregnant. They were allowed to give birth.
And keep them here?
Yeah, they raise these kids in these slave camps. So Western education, this school, they started it because of the mixed race. They have caste kids. Yeah, so some of these kids grew up, married into the community, started families.
So the kids weren't slaves, but they were
Yeah, the
sent to
mixed
schools.
race kids were not
Slaves.
seen as slaves or enslaved. Yeah, it was the black skin, dark skin Africans. They were the ones who were taken. 10 women could be held in this space.
Hey, just here.
Yeah, just held in here. The outlet for toilet urine. So this was
So they go and squat there. Or
a punishment cell.
They squat.
Yeah, they go to toilet right here.
So they will squat or they will enter.
No, they don't enter. They just be here.
Squat
And then the
And then
remaining
they do
9 will
it.
be looking at them.
Yeah. In the dungeons, they were literally doing it on the floor, right there in front of the next person.
So how many females were kept here?
So the same as between 150 to 200 women also held in here. And the conditions were the same, if not worse. The toilet, urine, menstruation, everything.
For here, there are no drainage holes.
Yeah. They had these wooden buckets, small one, a few ones placed at the corners for the women to go to the toilet and all that.
So they all go to toilet and urine in that bucket. When it's full, where do they dump it?
So normally, the bucket were not enough. So many times the toilet, everything was down on the floor. The Europeans were taking Africans long before they built this.
Oh, okay.
But with the slave castle, they took their time.
Okay.
Because in those days, in terms of technology and all that, so it was a gradual process to build it up to how it is now.
So when we go outside now, we can come.
We'll be coming back. But one thing, the door originally was small and narrow. They had to go down.
Squat before
Yeah, later changed to this. You can see the sign there, the door of no return. Yeah, so these Africans were forced out of their motherland to an unknown world. The Americas, the Caribbean, enslaved over there. They never returned home to Africa. People, afternoon. The sea water was all the way up. Yeah, this was all water. All this was filled up just about 4 years ago.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
All the sea defense wall.
Fence.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in those days, they bring the Africans, they force them into boats around here.
Yeah.
The ships stay a bit far from the boat to the ships before they are taken away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So like let's say a boat will take like some different number of people, then they take them to
Yeah, today. So the boat, let's say it moves 10 people,
then to come
another
back.
10, till they get a number
They want.
they want or they have to take. But now fishing, that is what happened. The locals fish here.
Very sad. Very sad. Door of return.
Door of return. So 1998, that was the year we celebrated the Emancipation Day for the first time.
Yeah.
So this is symbolic. The Africans taken away never returned. The descendants, our brothers and sisters on the other side, they can return and reconnect to the motherland. So this same door is now a symbolic gateway to
Oh, okay.
Africa.
So if you are inside, door of no return, but if you're outside, door of return. Okay. Okay. Guys, me soon, even Yemen, Charlie, it will be easy. The ancestors will go through. Mr. Kojo took us around, and Charlie, if you enter where some female, then the male, the branches inside, if you enter, Charlie, you will feel sad, you will feel very bad. So, Charlie, I would like to make people watch this video, share them, then Charlie, make people where they know they are around, the Ghanaians where they know they are, maybe they can't see them roots, how their ancestors they suffer. Charlie, share the video then, Charlie, like then, subscribe. Bye bye.